Hey guys, so I want to make this video about my new discus. I featured them in yesterday's video. I recently acquired them exactly a week ago actually. Well, they went into hiding, but we still have this one. So basically, I don't know if you remember my tragedy of last year. All my discus started dying, my water was terrible. Basically, that hasn't changed, but I kind of have adapted over the past year to dealing with feces-induced water, basically. I thought at first last year that it was Coliminaris. I'm sorry they're hiding, so I'll just show you other fish they're eating right now. I thought last year was Coliminaris. I thought it was some other bacterial thing. But it turns out to be fungus straight from your tap, and I was like treating my discus with everything I possibly could. I'm not even joking. I think I spent over $500 Canadian on medications. Like, I went as far as every single antibiotic I could find on the market: penicillin, amoxicillin, tetracycline. I used products antiparasitic because they were getting like some slime coat issues, some eating issues, the whole shebang. Like, there were so many symptoms I couldn't even like tell what the heck was going on. So I tried step by step every single medication, and I tried flubendazole, acryflavine, I tried methylene blue, anyways, everything I could possibly try, and they still ended up dying. I filled up their tank after their acryflavine treatment, because acryflavine did work, so I did do my quarantine on them, and then when I filled up my tank to put them back in the main tank, the water that came out of the tap just poisoned them. And I thought, oh, maybe they're badly reacting, maybe it's maybe we're dealing with ammonia, but it wasn't even ammonia. So the more I was water changing, the more they were dying, and everything died basically in that tank. But this year I actually came up fully geared. I got a UV sterilizer, pond grade, 2,500 gallons of filters. I got myself filters. It's like a reverse osmosis, but much higher flow for sediment and carbon. And I said, hey, let's try discus. I haven't tried them in a year. It wasn't the fish that was the problem, it was my water. Let's try discus again. So I got discus again. So I was not planning on it. Actually, it's just last Friday I went to one of my suppliers. It's AQUARIUM on the South Shore of Montreal in Brossard. And he is the guy that sells me always like the interesting stuff, like the Gymnogeophagus. Actually, my endlessly pregnant female and her male right here is from that guy. So they have a really nice store on the South Shore, AQUARIUM. Check them out. It's on Boulevard Taschereau, so it's really easy to find. So I went there for my saltwater fish, and I ended up looking at these two discus. I'm like, oh my god, they're so cute. And the first question I asked them, I'll show you other fish while they're hiding. The first question I asked them is, do you feed bloodworms? Because sometimes they'll feed them at the store and then you're the one there to fix the problems. So he said, no, never. We feed them pellets, and they eat pellets twice a day. I'm like, oh, thank you. So you know about it. He's like, yeah, I know. It gives internal parasites. So even there at the store, he agreed with me upon that theory. And I was very relieved that he knew what he was doing. I'm like, okay. So they were on special at $49 each for a 3-inch to 4-inch discus. Right now they're eating, so I can't really show you like the discus, but they're actually eating. So that's a good thing. So I was super happy, and I'm like, okay, sure, let me take 2. It was like an impulse buy. I'm like, I didn't know I was going to get them until I got them, and I brought them home, and I'm like, okay, you're gonna hide, you're gonna feel sick and then you're gonna die in 3 days. Like, that's just like my negative side whenever I get a new discus. I'm like, it's either gonna live or it's just gonna die on me, and I'm just gonna cry and say, I told you so. But a week later, they're still not dead. I'm like, what the hell? You were supposed to be dead like 3 days ago. And they're not dead, and they're eating. I put them on my homemade food, which is just seafood mixed with seaweed, garlic, turmeric. Actually, I'll remake a video about do-it-yourself fish food, because I feel like it's hard to find it amongst my videos, and I could have scripted it better. So I will redo a do-it-yourself fish food video. It's just something to boost their immune system, something clean that doesn't dirty up your tank. So that's what I feed them all the time. I feed all my fish that, and I have amazing results. See? Amazing results. Oh, thank you. They finally came out. Finally, they came out for my video, so I don't look stupid now. So I'm back into discus. I don't think I'll add any more anytime soon. The tank is pretty well stocked, and I like to lightly stock my tanks now. I've done it before where I overstocked. I was too zealous. I just wanted to do everything. I wanted to get too many fish because I was, you know, into too many types of fish at once. But in this tank I have small wild Peruvian angelfish. Here we have a better example. I have some wild gymnodiophagos. I have that's a gymnodiophagos. She's permanently pregnant. Actually, I should isolate her and, you know, breed her properly, but I just lack time right now, and since she does it every week, I'll just let her keep going at it. They're very prolific, these two, so it's very lightly stocked, and there's, you know, not too many fish to harass the discus, if you can see the full spectrum kind of. So there's only 2 discus in there. No one fights in here. Like, actually, these 2 bigger angels are leaving back to their home. The rainbow fish are going back to their home. My client had some issues with his tank, so I took them back in just to bring them back 3 weeks later. So those are going. So yeah, I'm officially back into discus. I didn't want it just yet. You know, it's like losing a pet. You know, I'm going back to the Nicole Dean thing, Taylor Nicole Dean, sorry. It's not just a fish. Like, when all my discus died on me, and I had really, but really, for everyone's sake, tried every single thing possible on the market, on the illegal market, everywhere, and they still die. It left like a big open sore in my heart, and I was like, no, I can't do this again to more fish. Like, but now that I've just got filtering equipment, I don't think I'll kill these ones. So I've redeemed myself to making proper filtration for my tanks. It's like fighting against the city water. And if you live in Montreal, you probably saw some of those posts on Facebook or on the news where they say they're dumping millions or billions of gallons of untreated water into a waterways which supply your drinking water. So, you know, those feces come back, and chlorine does not destroy fungus, only UV sterilization does. So we gotta do the work ourselves. If you are in Montreal region or Quebec or something, and your fish have white patches, bulging eyes, swollen bellies after a water change, get a UV sterilizer. That could take care of the problem, perhaps, and I hope, unless you have something else in your tank. For me, it did the trick so far. My discus are well, they're eating. A discus that's eating is a happy discus, and I don't do anything special for them right now. I don't feed them 10 times a day. I feed them once or twice a day if I feel like it. Usually it's once a day, a big portion, but it's food that goes a bit everywhere in my tank, so they just pick at it during a few hours. It doesn't dirty the water, but it's just microparticles, and that's what they need. Discus don't like to go at big pieces of anything. Sorry, that was the lightning from my lights. So that's what I'm doing. Share your Discus stories with me. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And hit the bell button just to get my latest notification. Because there'll be more Discus stuff for you. Hopefully. Let's stay positive. Alright, he went. See you soon. Bye.